Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about that module number 4, that is underground cables. Here we are going to discuss about that constructional features of cables. So, constructional features of cables. Here, the below figure shows that general construction of a 3-conductor cable. Let's look at here, all of you. Here I am going to show that cable. For this cable, there is mainly three. It is a three-core cable having the three conductors. This is conductor 1, conductor 2, conductor 3. Each and every conductor, initially it is covered by an insulating material which is called paper insulation, simply called as an impregnated paper, and the space which is there between the three conductors, hence it is fulfilled with a fibrous material called jute, as to make the conductor in a spherical like structure. Then again this paper insulation is covered by an insulating material which is called as lead sheath. So the purpose of paper insulation and lead sheath here it is to protect right from moisture and gas and some alkalis from the atmosphere. Again lead sheath is covered by one more insulating material which is called bedding. Bedding is an simply called as a galvanized sheet which is used to protect that lead sheath from the against corrosion. Then again lead sheath is covered by one more one more material called armoring. Armoring is again covered by serving. So now we are going to discuss each and every part of this three-core cable very clearly and its function. The various parts of three-core cable like core are conductors. Then second one is insulation material, metallic sheath or lead sheath, then bedding, armoring and serving. So one conductor is provided by 5 layers of insulation followed by impregnated paper or paper insulation followed by metallic sheath followed by bedding and again followed by armoring again followed by serving. Now we are going to discuss very clearly about that what is meant by cores or conductors. A cores or conductor simply consists of a group of strands that consists either one set of strands or two set of strands or three set of strands. It depends upon the type of the service. We can choose that one set of strands or two set of strands or three set of strands. For suppose if you are using that single phase single line transmission system, then it is a single core conductor. For suppose if you are using that single phase two-way transmission system, it consists of two core conductor. For suppose if you are going to use that three-phase three-way transmission system, that is a three-core conductor. For suppose if you are using that three-phase four-way transmission system, that is a four-core conductor. So a cable may be have either one or more core or conductors. That one core conductor depending upon the type of the service, or three core conductor is also depends upon the type of the service, either for single phase service system or for three phase service system. So for an instance here I am going to choose that a 3-conductor cable which is shown in this figure. It is a 3-conductor cable, consists of 3 set of strands. Each set of strand can act as a one conductor. So it is used for three-phase service. The conductors are made of tinned copper or aluminum and are usually stranded in order to provide flexibility to the cable. Next, insulation. Each core or conductor is provided with a suitable thickness of insulation. The thickness of layer depending upon the voltage to be withstood by the cable, because we are using either LT system or HT system or EHT system, or so based upon the type of the voltage we can choose that insulation. That means the thickness of insulation which is provided for the one core cable or three core cable depends upon that the amount of the voltage for what we are using or for what we are dealing. Therefore the commonly used materials for insulation are impregnated paper, varnish or rubber mineral compound insulating materials. Generally what we are choosing in order to separate that live current carrying core or conductors by another live current carrying core or conductors, or from conductor potential to the earth potential. Next one, metallic sheath. So what is meant by metallic sheath here? So metallic sheath is also simply called as lead sheath. It is generally preferred to protect the cable from moisture, gases or other damaging liquids like acids or alkalis which are in the soil, and also from the atmosphere. Because in atmosphere already consists of air, again air consists of water particles in terms of ions. So we have to protect the given conductor right from moisture, gases, other damaging liquids like acids or alkalis in the soil, and also from the atmosphere. So a metallic sheath or lead or aluminum is provided over the insulation as shown in this figure. So look at here, a metallic lead or sheath is provided which covers that paper insulation. Next. So again the lead sheath is provided, lead sheath is covered by one more insulating material which is called as bedding. What is meant by bedding? Over the metallic sheath it is applied a layer of bedding which consists of a fibrous material like jute or Hessian tape. The purpose of jute or Hessian tape which cover that lead sheath or metallic sheath as to make that construction of that conductor in a spherical like structure, and also it protects right from atmosphere, and also it protects that lead sheath or metallic sheath right from corrosion by the insulating material which covers that lead sheath like jute or Hessian tape. The purpose of bedding is to protect that metallic sheath against corrosion and from mechanical injury. Mechanical injury, because while we are drawing that conductors in the underground, by that time it is subjected to some mechanical injury or mechanical stress. So to overcome that mechanical injury, mechanical stress, again this bedding is covered by one more insulating material which is called as armoring. Armoring covers that bedding. Bedding is nothing but simply called as one fibrous material which is made up of jute or Hessian tape. But coming to the armoring, armoring covered that bedding. Armoring is provided which consists of one or two layers of galvanized steel wire or steel tape. That means this kind of steel tape or galvanized steel wire we can observe in the normal dishwares. So the purpose of this galvanized steel wire and steel tape which covers that bedding, it's because to withstand that conductor right from mechanical stress and from mechanical injury. Therefore its purpose is to protect the cable from mechanical injury while laying it and during the course of handling. While we are drawing the conductor in the underground, definitely it is subjected to mechanical stress due to that raw 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 stones and raw type of mud which is there in the under the earth. So we need to protect the conductor right from mechanical stress and from mechanical injury. Definitely the conductor, that means the bedding, is again covered by one more insulating media which is called as galvanized steel wire or steel tape which is called as armoring. During the course of handling, armoring may not be done in case of some cases, but armoring is not preferred for all the cases. It preferred only for few cases where it is subjected to heavy mechanical stresses and heavy mechanical injuries. Again, armoring is covered by one more insulating material which is called as serving. So what is meant by serving? In order to protect armoring right from atmospheric conditions, a layer of fibrous material like jute, again it covers that armoring. That means a galvanized steel tape or steel wire is again covered by one more fibrous material like jute, similar to bedding. However, bedding covers that lead sheath. In the same manner, armoring covers that serving. Serving is nothing but one fibrous material like jute which is commonly used to protect galvanized steel wire. This is known as serving. It may not be out of place to mention here that bedding, armoring and serving are only applied to the cables for the protection of conductor insulation and to protect the metallic sheath right from mechanical injury. Thank you.